Greetings and salutations, comrades. Hope this finds you well. So, this was kind of an interesting and positive story in some regards. So, the National Institute of Health granted this research grant to for Johns Hopkins, I think the University of Alabama at Birmingham, and New York University to look into whether psychedelic mushrooms, magic mushrooms, hallucinogenic mushrooms would be helpful for people who suffer from tobacco addiction. So we'll share this quick article here from Johns Hopkins. And I think it's definitely a step in the right direction, but obviously, this is just another substance that needs to be, legalized because it's really amazing and powerful medicine and has been shown to have really positive outcomes on things like depression, or people with terminal illnesses being able to come to terms with the fact that they're going to be dying fairly soon. I've used it in the past. Definitely very, very powerful. Just make sure set and setting when using these psychedelics, particularly mushrooms, are very important. You want to make sure you're in a comfortable, calm environment. I would say preferably outside. And if you're going to be around other people, make sure those people are able to kind of help you work through that experience. You don't want to be around people that are going to be messing with you or playing tricks or like fucking with you in any way. But this is good. Obviously, and again, the whole war on drugs has just been a war on poor people, especially a war on poor people of color in particular. The war on drugs was just a form of social control, and it definitely had its genesis through very very racist origins, and that continues through today. That's why we have so many people, particularly people of color, locked up in prisons and jails in the United States for drug use, particularly people of color, right? So Johns Hopkins Medicine receives first federal grant for psychedelic treatment research in 50 years. And these are a picture of some cluster of kubenzis, magic mushrooms. Credit Paul Stamets. If you've heard of Paul Stamets before, he's very much into mushrooms, both the hallucinogenic and the medicinal variety. So pretty cool. But again, like that's how backwards the United States is. This powerful, medicine, this powerful substance that literally grows out of the ground has been criminalized and demonized, when tobacco, alcohol have, killed and, injured and, destroyed so many people's lives in the United States and abroad, while, magic mushrooms, when done in the right set and setting with the right, dosage, can be very, very, therapeutic and a powerful, tool to use. Obviously don't do them, if you're, a kid or anything like that. Definitely wait till you're an adult. Make sure you're in the right place, around the right people, etc. So they were awarded a grant from the National Institute of Health to explore potential impacts of psilocybin on tobacco addiction. This is the first NIH grant awarded in over half a century to directly investigate therapeutic effects of a classic psychedelic, consistent with the recent study published online that searched NIH funding and found 0 grants awarded between 2006 and 2020. Johns Hopkins will lead a multi-state 3-year study in collaboration with the University of Alabama at Birmingham, New York University. The grant, totaling $4 million, is funded by NIH's National Institute on Drug Abuse. Okay, maybe this is what I'm talking about. Over the last 20 years, there's been a growing renaissance of research with classic psychedelics, which are the pharmacological classic compounds that include psilocybin and LSD. These studies have been largely funded by philanthropy, resulting in impressive clinical findings for cancer-related existential distress, major depressive disorder, and substance use disorders. Boom. So hugely, hugely powerful substance. It's cool that they're getting, this grant, but it's obviously, needs to go a lot further than that. We need to legalize and regulate all drugs. You're not truly free if you don't have the ability to consume, ingest whatever substance that you want. Also needs to be pointed out, the United States is the biggest incarcerator in the world, and yet we're the land of the free, but we have more people locked up and in prison than anywhere in the world. This is a step in the right direction, but we obviously need to go a lot further. Peace, much love, all part of the people. Quick shout out to Uber comrades supporting my channel and this content Patreon, my partner, and Independent Left News. Definitely check out Independent Left News. Peace, much love.